Hello there. Although we've seen a little sea mist around and some fog for Shetland, for the vast majority Wednesday was a sunny day, and it was the warmest day of the year so far in Scotland, England and in Wales. The high temperature was in England, 28 degrees Celsius, but for all it will feel a little fresher today, notably in the north and the west. And that's because a weather front's been meandering its way eastwards. And then behind that for Friday, an unseasonably deep area of low pressure, which means rain, but also some very windy weather with the trees in full leaf. That's a concern. So let's look at the progress of this weather front, which will give some rain, as you can see, as it crosses Northern Ireland and Scotland. Not as much for England and Wales, and it may just be a few sharp but potentially torrential downpours across southern and eastern parts through the morning before it clears. Clears to brighter skies in all but the far north, where we've got some fog actually through Shetland, some coastal mist elsewhere, and it could stay dank and grey here for much of the day. And look at the temperatures, there are several degrees down on those of yesterday, still 26 possibly in London with that residual warmth. And then as we go through the evening and overnight, that low pressure starts to escalate. It makes its presence felt. So some rain for many, perhaps a few sharp showers again to start the day in eastern areas, and a very warm night. But clearly the concern is the amount of rain. And for the northwest of Scotland, we could have 100 millimetres of rain in the coming few days as that low pressure stays close by. So for all, a much windier period of weather on Friday as that rain clears, lots of showers rushing through. But those winds do escalate through the day, well, morning really, into the early afternoon, up to gale force in the north and the west. You can see those gusts of wind, but even 30s and 40s further south, which is very unusual in May. So clearly a concern for that. We'll be keeping you updated on that. And as a result, even though temperatures in the high teens or low 20s, will feel cooler because of that strong wind and that rain, which will just continue for, as I say, the Northwest Highlands. But gradually through the weekend, the showers will reduce in number. The winds ease in the south as a ridge of high pressure ties to return, at least to southern parts of England and Wales. But a very different feeling weekend for most of us, and still with that low pressure to the north into the beginning of the new week as well. We've still the potential, at least at the weekend, for some unsettled weather.